Last night we told you about storm warning sirens in McLean and Tazewell counties and how they can be different. But in Peoria and Woodford counties, it's different again.
That's true. In part 2 of Sounding the Alarm, meteorologist Jesse Gwynn shows us how some counties have improved their warning systems, but why he says you still shouldn't wait for that siren.
Peoria. When it comes to emergency management, you'll find a strong collaboration between the city and county. The area knows severe weather all too well, and that's why leaders say you can't be too prepared.
It's very important when we talk about emergency management that we have redundant communication systems.
The county is broken up into quadrants so that the sirens only sound for areas impacted. And while sirens in the city of Peoria are another section, the county can sound their sirens and vice versa. They also communicate carefully with the National Weather Service.
As subject matter experts when it comes to meteorological conditions, we're going to rely on them. We may have that incident at night where it may be difficult for a trained spotter to actually spot a tornado.
And that's why both the city and county will err on the side of caution when it comes to whether or not to sound the siren.
And apologizing to people the why we set them off and nothing happened versus a tornado coming through or high winds or something and we don't set them off and trying to respond to the public if somebody would get injured or damaged and we didn't do anything about it.
We'd much rather alert the citizens of the potential or that we've seen something through radar or a trained spotter as opposed to opt on the side of, well, we weren't sure.
And that's the exact same viewpoint taken by the Woodford County EMA.
I would rather explain why they went off than why they did not go off. So, we would set them off.
Woodford County EMA Director Kent McCandless will not only set the sirens off for possible tornadic activity, but also strong, severe thunderstorms.
65, 70 mile per hour straight winds, I would absolutely set the sirens off.
Then why is that?
Because they could do just as much damage as a tornado.
McCandless feels his protocol has proved successful, and even though he doesn't currently have direct control of all the county's sirens, he hopes that will change.
But I'd like to get one where we could activate every siren off in the county if we had to.
Last year, when an EF3 tornado struck Washburn, he was able to sound the siren in seconds.
I went ahead and activated the siren, and I think the time frame from that was 17 seconds.
While 17 seconds from touchdown to siren seems impressive, the tornado was practically there. That's why when seconds count, McCandless and others agree the old technology is not trustworthy.
They're not made for that. They're made for people like us standing out here now to hear.
Tornadoes are coming, knock the power out, no sirens go off, town gets hit. So we don't want people to rely on just outdoor warning sirens to get their information for a tornado warning. We want them to rely on other pieces of information.
So if not sirens, what should you be monitoring for severe weather alerts? Did you know your smartphone can automatically notify you of severe weather, including tornado warnings? And you can get even more alerts from our free 25 Weather Tracker mobile app. A NOAA Weather Radio is also a life-saving source when it comes to severe weather, and you can stay up to date by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and WEEK.com. All of those sources are, of course, much better than the more unpredictable storm warning sirens.